Hi everyone, my name is Jess Park, a watercolor and lettering artist based in California. I'm so excited to have been asked by Strathmore to present 3 different DIY holiday greeting card tutorials. In the first 2 tutorials, we'll be using Strathmore's 140-pound cold press watercolor cards. They're 5 inches by just below 7 inches and come with the corresponding envelope. They're available in 10, 50, and 100 packs. We'll use Strathmore's Mixed Media Postcard in the last tutorial. The paper is a 184-pound cold press and has a smooth vellum drawing surface. These postcards come in pads of 15. Now let's get started. For our first tutorial, we'll be creating a holiday wreath surrounding a cheery message. In addition to the Strathmore watercolor card, you'll need watercolor and a round watercolor brush. Before I create a wreath, I like to think of what elements to include in the wreath. In this case, I'm going to include a branch of leaves in a light value, another in a darker value, a cluster of red berries for a pop of color, and a branch of leaves in a warmer green. After letting my first layer dry, I like to go back with a darker value and add in some details. Now let's put our wreath together. I've started by penciling in an oval on my card. Following the shape of the oval, I'm going to paint the lighter value branches first. I like to leave some space between each branch so I can fit in other elements of the wreath. Once those branches have dried, I'm going to layer some darker values over the lighter ones. This starts to add some depth to the wreath. Now that the darker leaves are dry, let's add some clusters of berries throughout the wreath. I like to vary the value of the berries to keep my painting from looking flat. Next, I'm going to add in the leaves in the warmer green. Once everything has dried, I'm going to add some darker details to my leaves and berries. The last step is my favorite part, and that is to add some gold to my card. This really brings in the shine and makes the whole card look so festive. To create the modern calligraphy look, add a little pressure to your downstrokes and release pressure with your upstrokes. I think I'm almost done with this card, but I'm going to paint some small gold details to these leaves to add a little twinkle to the whole card. I just love how that gold catches the light. For our second card, we'll be painting some colorful Christmas lights. You'll need a Strathmore watercolor card, watercolor, a round paintbrush, and a black pen or marker. Choose your favorite colors and start by painting a row of bulbs. If you're having trouble with the shape, think of them as upside down eggs or little chubby carrots. As you're painting the bulbs, allow the wet colors to touch and bleed. This high-quality paper allows for even washes and clean lifts. Once the bulbs have dried, use black ink to write in the message of your choice. I like to think of the message as the tangled wires of my Christmas lights. Finally, add in some black details to the bulbs themselves. This is such a fun and easy card to make, and the end result is nice and festive. In this last tutorial, we'll be painting this sweet gingerbread house. You'll need a Strathmore Mixed Media Postcard, gouache, and paintbrushes. I will also be using low tack tape to hold my paper in place and to create a thin white border. Start by painting the background. Leave some white at the bottom to depict freshly fallen snow. This mixed media paper is great for gouache, but you can also use it for a variety of media like marker, acrylic, watercolor, and more. Once the background has dried, we can paint the house. Just like with a real gingerbread house, we start by creating the walls and the roof. Allow the paint to dry and add the next details, the door and some windows, and let's add a chimney. Now for the fun part, let's decorate our house. Add some candy around the windows, a wreath on the door, and some snow on the roof. Maybe a peppermint, some gumdrops, and a candy lane that leads to our house. Keep going until it looks just right. When you're done, add in some white details to make the decorations pop. Finally, gently peel back the tape. Now you can write on the back side, which is printed with traditional postcard markings. Look at that, a festive little gingerbread house, almost good enough to eat. And that's it, 3 totally different greeting cards you can send to any of your loved ones this holiday season. I really hope you enjoyed creating these cards with me. Happy holidays!